We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Tyrone Tracy now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Colts take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Here we go, set!
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Good start to this one for him. Their first offensive snap picks up 9.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Ready, ready!
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Back!
Second down carry for Taylor. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for third down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. And you could tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work, too.
Ready!
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Here we go, here we go! Ready, ready!
Richardson on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison!
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Get it!
Now Richardson to throw. Going with the screen to Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Ready up!
1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go now! 19, 18! Ready!
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready!
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And he stopped on the almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. From the gun, Taylor. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Go!
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Dump off caught by his back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
3rd and long for him here. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Play action now, Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
12. Here we go.
Brown on the inside give. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
11.
Here's Brown again. And that is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd and long, here's Burrow. incomplete.
For T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Back! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Ready! Liking 18!
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Get it! Ready! Cougar 19!
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points.
Let's go now! Bronco 80! Liking 18! Ready?
To the air on this 1st down, Richardson. Out wide, and it's intercepted! And the Bengals are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception!
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Counter play, Brown. He's still going at the 30. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun! Stop!
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and
11,
goal.
11, mighty. Here we go, here we go.
Working inside the red zone. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Tracy on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Making the call himself. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Taylor now up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Running back sent in motion. Richardson on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Tracy. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he's stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Cuddy.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown.
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Burrow on the play action. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. You know, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On 2, ready?
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Gun. Shot.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. 2nd down run, good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd and just 2 to go.
11. Here we go. Shot.
They'll run again with Brown. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A gain of 15 there. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Shot.
Now it's Brown. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's get set. Shot.
Burrow from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Third and short, it's Burrow. All in left side. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
First down.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
I'm fine, ready?
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, again to Brown. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Just a yard away on third and goal. Here's the jumbo package. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Leaving the offense out there. It's fourth and goal from the 1.
Here. Stop.
Here we go with Brown. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Breaking through the 15 into the second level. And he's finally taken down at the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Indianapolis.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. They fake the handoff, now Richardson. It's another first half mistake, he's intercepted again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals might be able to get some points late after the interception.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right side.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Here we go. Right 80. Right up.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
24-yard line.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach.
Pressure mid, and it's blocked! Now this is picked up inside the 35. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Sanders now on the return. A nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On 1, ready?
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
Starting the half with a give to Brown. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here we go. 11, mighty. Up, right 80. Back.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Cut out left. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
3rd down, get to Brown. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
On 1, ready?
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Can. 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Keeps away from one. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
On 2.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Let's get set. 11, right 80. Stop.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over first and 10.
They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Matt! Liking 18!
Throw here, 3rd down. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
The Colts ready for the punt. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
At their own 12-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
It's your set. Right in. Down.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
The 1st down carry for Brown. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
One, ready?
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
12. Here we go. Shot.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Give on seconds, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
One, ready?
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go. 11. Thanks.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. Oh, the Colts got to it first.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover.
Trey Hendrickson on the tackle. A big loss of
Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Flush down out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Nice up. Back.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Let's get set. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close.
On 1, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful,
11,
and they have
18,
3rd
10.
down here.
11, 18. Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Here we go.
Burrow on 1st down. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Gun.
Here's Brown again. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Injury on the field after that play, and that looks like Chase Brown, who's getting some help from the medical staff.
On one, ready?
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right 80, shot.
Burrow back to throw. Brought in right side. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right shot.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Forced out to his right. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He completes it in traffic. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Handoff here to Sanders. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
On one, ready? 11. Here we go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Shot.
Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow the lead to 7. T. Higgins the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Taylor now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19, ready.
He's back to throw. Headed out right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Punt meets him at the 28. Escapes a defender. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
I'm fine, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Whoa, here we go.
Burrow on the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Sanders. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
11. Tahan. 180. What is that? Tahan.
They go right back to Sanders. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 180. Right up. Tahan.
He'll throw it. This gets the 1st and more. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals leading by 8.
I'm 1, ready?
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Sanders running dead ahead. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's get set.
Here's Sanders once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they can have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180. Tahan.
They'll go from the gun with Sanders. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Tracy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. Cut.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ready.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
Red. Cross 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Scoop.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. That's completed right side. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
Touchdown, Colts.
So even though it's not officially over, this is probably just to get the final score a couple points closer.
The Colts will
They
line
look
up
to throw
for a
it.
two-point conversion.
This is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in. The lead, only a field goal now.
17. Colts.
There it is. They get the 2 that they needed. And now it comes down to, the simple task, Brock, of recovering an onside kick and then gearing your kicker up for a heck of a field goal.
Yeah, but you don't live in that world, Kate, when you're down on that field. You live in the moment right now. You took care of business. You did what you had to do to make this a 3-point game. And now it's about executing that onside kick. But you're right, the kicker, he's thinking about his onside kick first and hoping to get this ball so he can boot what would be an incredibly long field goal. No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Here we go.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock.
180. Place hot. Hot.
Here's a design run. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.